Sam, 3 goals, 3 points and a clean sheet. How do you sum up the display?
Really pleased with the clean sheet. It's something we've been trying to sort of emphasise to the players, the importance of that and what you have to sort of do in games and situations in games to actually achieve a clean sheet, because it's massive. I think with us, we're always going to sort of create chances and score goals, but there's obviously a lot more to an actual game of football than that. And if you're keeping clean sheets, it keeps you in the game, you know. And like I say, the way that we are as a team, we'll always create chances. So absolutely delighted with that. There was little moments in the game where we defended his 18-yard box really well and made tackles. There's still things that has to be better, and we're making them demands of the players, because you go in a first team environment and that's what you have to do. But yeah, 3 goals, clean sheet, some really good performances. I thought Louis Bonza and Jakob down that side, some of the sort of combination play and how they're connected with each other when we're going forwards and them sort of things, I thought they were really good.
We'll talk about the second half and the 3 goals in a moment, but how do you assess the first 0-0 at half time?
Well, we had 3 or 4 really good situations first half. We had, I think there was 2 out of the 3 or 4 chances we had were actually tap-ins. You know, you're in a first team environment and that happens, and there's sort of a bit more pressure on the game, then you probably the way you sort of speak to the players maybe a little bit different. But we're in sort of development phase, so yeah, a lad misses chances. Is it a technical thing? Is it just luck, or you know? So we're not sort of too harsh with the players in terms of that, because they've got to learn and understand and work on them things in training. So when that chance comes around again, they finish it, and that's what happened in the second half. So that's the environment that we're in. You know, it's development and sort of trying to put your arm around them when they miss a chance, rather than actually criticise them, because that's what they need, the young kids.
Speaking on the first goal, shortly into the second half, quite a controversial 60 seconds, wasn't it? They had the ball in our net, and 60 seconds later we're up the other end and we're 1-0 up.
Yeah, I think we're very lucky with their situation, because we've got to deal with that. We've got to defend it better. I didn't think it was offside, so we've got away with one, which can happen, you know, and then literally, like you say, 60 seconds later, pretty much exactly the same situation happens to us, and we go down the other end and go and score. You know, these things happen in football. So from our point of view, we're really pleased with it. But I can understand from the lad who scored for Scunthorpe and their players and staff that they're probably not very happy about what happened. But yeah, it is what it is. I think it'd have been a sort of travesty with how many chances we created, and if we'd have not sort of gone and won that game comfortably anyway, even if they had scored.
Bright end of the game as well, wasn't it, with goals from Noah and Finn?
Yeah, good for them. Really pleased for Noah to get a goal. He's an unbelievable kid and an unbelievable attitude, and he's had to be really patient at times. Sort of always comes in with a smile on his face and works hard every day, so I'm pleased for him to get a goal. Pleased for Finn as well. It was a really good goal, actually, the one he scored, the build-up play, and that led to that was really good and a really good finish, and that's something he's capable of.
This game and the previous one, there's been a lot more first-year scholars involved ahead of the next campaign. How have you assessed their performances?
Yeah, pleased. We're looking forward to when we sort of come back in pre-season and we can really get lots of good work into them lads. And yeah, I know they're in our environment anyway, because they've been in the under-16s, and some of them have been with us for 2 or 3 years. But it's completely different at times when you're training every day, and you add to that the education that they're doing 2 and 3 times a week, and it's really difficult for them. But it'd be really good to sort of get them into our environment, working on the grass with them every day, and understand sort of in a little bit more detail about what we're looking for, and they're going to benefit from that, and so are we, because if they wouldn't be with us unless we thought there was something there, and certainly there's some talent in that group.
I think it's been a couple of weeks since we last spoke after a game. Since then, we've had some of our lads feature on the bench for the first team again, and some of them down in Newport tonight. What does that mean to the academy?
Well, I've said it all along. That's what we're here to do. You know, we're here to try and produce players to go and not just sort of be in the first team, but actually make a positive influence on it. That's what we want to do, and that's what academies are for. You know, yeah, it'd be unbelievable if brilliant for the players more than us if they actually went and won leagues, if that's what it's about. But it doesn't matter if we, like I've said this, about we can lose every game this season, but if we get one lad to make his debut, or lads to be on the bench, or whatever that is in terms of that, that's as good as winning the league for us, because that's what we're here to do.
I think it's 2 games remain in the season. What's the message you're giving to the lads ahead of those?
Just performances and progressing. They're the two biggest things. You know, we're not, like I say, we're not dictated to by results, but it's the things that the players are doing in the game that they've worked on. You know, there's nothing that happens in a game that is not that's something new to them. We've not worked on that. So it's obviously the challenge for them is when they go into the games about performing well, about progressing and improving as weeks go on and months go on, and we're seeing a lot of good signs in relation to that. Probably Louis Bonds is a perfect example. 4 months ago he was a centre forward, and we saw something in him to put him at left back, and in them 3 or 4 months, as time goes on and weeks go on and months go on, he's getting better and better, and that's what we're trying to do. So we're really pleased.
Well done today. Thanks for your time.
Mate. Thank you.